Hello family, it's a girl, Messi, and in today's video, we'll be treating the Lean Startup by Eric Ries. The Lean Startup is a guide for building and managing successful startup by advocating a lean approach to product development. It emphasizes rapid learning and iteration over traditional slower methods. So this book outlines a step-by-step principles, including validated learning, build, measure, learn, feedback cycle to help entrepreneur, measure progress and make informed decisions. So by applying lean manufacturing principle to entrepreneurship, it helps reduce the risks of startup failures and help promote continuous innovation. So many startup fails because they build product that nobody wants. And to help out in this, the lean startups offers a more agile and customer centric approach. It emphasizes more on rapid experimentation, iterative product development, and data-driven decision making. And the core idea is to learn as quickly as possible what customer truly wants and build a product that cut across this and meets customers' needs. The process is split into three. There is vision, steer, and accelerate. Vision actually defines the startup core idea. Steer helps to develop a minimum viable product, that's an MVP, and to test key assumptions about the market. It helps in iterating rapid customer feedback and data. And accelerate focus on scaling business once a product market fit is acquired while maintaining the lean startup principles. The key principles, which are validated learning, MVP, there's pivoting, and there's innovation accounting. So when it comes to validated learning talks about measuring progress based on how well a startup is learning about customers and improving its product. Instead of focusing on traditional metrics like revenue or market share, lean startup emphasizes on validated learning. And when it comes to MVP, which is minimum viable product, it is the core cycle of the lean startup. It helps build a product or future, and it also measure its impact on key metrics and learn from the results to inform the next iteration. And when it comes to pivoting involves making a significant changes to a product or business model or target market if the initial product or business model is not working. Innovative accounting, it involves taking key metrics and measuring progress. It helps identify what is working and what is not. Lean startups helps reduce the risks of failure by focusing on customer validation and rapid iteration. Then you can see that startup can minimize the chances of building a product nobody wants. Yeah, and it helps increase customer satisfaction by continuously gathering and incorporating customer feedback. By doing this, startup can build products that better meet customer needs. So the lean startup is a methodology that empowers entrepreneurs to build successful business by focusing on customer needs, rapid experimentation, and also data driven insight. So it's a shift actually to more agile and customer centric approach. So now let's dive into the build, measure, lean feedback. The iterative process of the engine that drives the lean startup involves the interconnected steps, which is build, measure, learn. This phase involves creating an MVP or a new product feature, and the goal is to get something in front of customer as quickly as possible in order to gather feedback. Once the product is live, key metrics are tracked to understand how customers are interacting with the product in question, and the metrics can include user acquisition, activation, retention, revenue, and referrals. We analyze the data collected in the measure phase to gain insights into customer behavior and product performance. So this learning informs the next iteration of the product. Example of build, measure, learn loop: a startup, developed a mobile app for food delivery, right? When they build, they create a basic MVP with limited feature, right? Focusing on the core functionality like ordering and delivery. The measure in it is which where they track metrics such as number of downloads, orders, complete rates, average, order value, and customer retention. The learning phase is where they get to analyze the data. They find out that customers are placing orders, but they're experiencing maybe long delivery times. This insight leads to the next iteration, and in the next cycle, the team might focus on, improving delivery time by partnering with more restaurants or just optimizing delivery routes. The key to success in the lean startup is rapid iteration, and by continuously cycling through the build, measure, learn loop, startup can quickly validate or invalidate their assumption about the market and customers' needs. So this allow for course corrections and pivots. By constantly applying the build, measure, learn loop and overcoming all these challenges, startup can increase their chances of success. When it comes to pivoting is a strategic change in a startup business model, target market or product line. It's a recognition that the original path isn't working and a decision to change direction. Pivoting is a normal part for startup journey and often necessary for long-term success. We have reasons for pivoting, which is maybe lack of product market fit, when product don't resonate with the target market, a shift in customer preference or competition, discovering a new market. When it comes to pivoting, there are types of pivoting. There are various types of pivoting. We have the zoom in pivot, which focus on specific segment of the target market. We have the zoom out pivot, which focuses more on expanding the target market to a broader audience. We have the pivot on customer type, right? That's shifting the customer base to a different segment. We have pivot on problem, right? That's addressing a different problem from the same customer. And we have pivot on solution, that's offering a different solution to the same problem. Deciding on when to pivot can be a bit challenging. Some sign might include this consistent failure to meet key metrics, lack of customer interest or engagement. Successful examples of companies that pivoted: Instagram started as a location-based check-in service before becoming a photo sharing platform app. Key consideration in this include data-driven decision. So pivoting should be based on the data and customer feedback. When it comes to accelerate, the focus is actually on the concept of small batches as a crucial strategy for startups to accelerate their learning process, and at this rate increase their chances of success. In contrast with the traditional approach of working in large batches, which often lead to inefficiency, delay, and wasted resources. So the value in startup lies in learning not just the product creation, right? But startups should prioritize gaining insight about their customer, business mind, business mode, and growth strategy over simply producing products. So by working on large chunks of a product at once, startup risks investing significant time and resources into something customer might not want. Eric Ries actually challenged the common belief that working in large batches is more efficient and productive, stating that large batches hinders learning and efficiency and small batches accelerate learning. Most startups is told to adopt a small batch approach to product development and experimentation. Let's talk about engine of growth. So there are mechanism that drives sustainable growth for startups. There are three primary engines. There's sticky engine, there's viral engine, and paid engine. The sticky engine relies on high customer retention rates. While viral engine, this depends on customers spreading the word about the product through their network. Then there's paid engine. This is driven by type of acquiring new customers is through paid advertisements. So in conclusion, the lean startup methodology actually provides startup with a framework navigates the uncertainties of building a new business. So by focusing on validated learning, actionable metrics, iterative development, startup can minimize waste and increase the chance of success. So the ultimate goal is to actually build sustainable businesses that continuously innovate and meet customers' needs. Each engine of growth has its specific metrics and strategies for optimization. And by understanding which engine is driving growth, companies can better focus their efforts on the activity that will sustain and accelerate their expansion. Asa, I don't forget that. My name is Bessie. Do well to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button and turn on the notification bell if you've not. Thank you.